Here we go. All right. So I have been enjoying the season throughout
Did
the
it start
run.
recording?
Yeah, it started recording.
Well, then say hi. Say hello. Welcome to Flair OB1's YouTube
Well, they
channel.
already
Make
know
sure to
who I
like and
am.
subscribe.
We need to do it mid-conversation so it feels genuine.
Oh.
Yeah, since you interrupted me,
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Okay, man.
Smash that like button.
So
Yeah.
I think I remember us reviewing or kind of giving our reaction to episodes 13 and 14 of season 3, which is the first episode and the Arima fight, and then after that we kind of just skidded off.
Died off.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a recap from 15 to 23.
Ooh.
And then we're going to it's gonna be pretty good, huh? So
Oh,
and then we're gonna do a reaction to the season, the final episode of the series.
I just want to say that last time I was at Jaden or Supersonic Crash B's house.
Oh yeah.
He left Chowder episode 24 on my fucking account.
You mean Tokyo Ghoul episode 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Chowder episode 20. Chowder Ghoul.
Yeah, Chowder.
Tokyo Chowder.
Yeah. Ken Chowder. Chowder Kaneki.
Where is that? I can't even. What? Okay, there it is.
All right, well let's get to talking. So, I believe 15 and 16 take place over the Cochlea arc, where it was the CCG fighting a bunch of ghouls at once. And I think we got to see Juzo's what was the word? His Arata, that armor shit. We got to see that.
Yeah, Barry Allen.
Yeah, basically, we got to see basically Cochlea. So I'm gonna go with Jaden. What did you think of those two episodes? Can you not crinkle?
I did it on purpose. Okay.
Fucking. What did I think of those two episodes?
Yeah.
I thought the episodes were pretty well done, in my opinion. The fights could have been better. Rated.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that they should have just gone with the fights and ended them, because what they did in those two episodes is they would go to one fight and kind of pause that fight, go to the other fight, pause that fight, and then it was just a bunch of mixed match of fights. But that's kind of how I feel like that's how it should have been, because if you're just gonna go move on to one battle and then finish that battle, then it's like, okay, what's happening over here? We don't know what timestamps there are, and some people are fighting at the same time. So, that's why I thought that argument was kind of stupid. But I did like Juzo's Arata. I know in the manga, he doesn't have the lightning shit, but he is fairly fast. Yeah. Regardless, so it was just a thing that they used to emphasize the speed that he has.
Speed.
Yeah. So, Ethan, what did you think of those two episodes?
What episodes were they again? The one where Juzo fought Kaneki for a little bit, and everyone was fighting.
Yeah, it was the CCG Cochlea, like they went into the prison and they were just fighting a bunch of ghouls.
Okay.
And we got to see Amon for the first time.
I thought, okay, so at that point, at that moment in that episode, or those two episodes, or whatever, for me, it was getting better, because the first few episodes,
the first two,
like after Arima, I was like, dude, Tokyo Ghoul's dying. This sucks. And then it started bringing me back. And I was like, okay. And I like those two episodes a lot, and the next few to come, because the first few episodes was just, I
slow.
think slow, and they could have done better. I don't know how, but I feel like they could have.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something they can improve on.
Yeah, but it
And
was definitely an improvement from the beginning.
okay,
But yeah, that's my opinion.
okay. Well, moving on to 17 and 18. I don't know if you guys have any final thoughts about Cochlea because there really wasn't much that happened other than Nishiki. You know, Nishiki fought with
Yeah.
Corona, and they fought Dr. Kano's things, and then Dr. Kano kind of just left. He was like, bye. And there were just a lot of fights all around, which Tokyo Ghoul's emphasis is usually on fights, you know, fighting.
Fighting gold.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking in my head. But yeah, so 17 and 18, I believe that 17 went with Kaneki assuming the role of the One-Eyed King and him recruiting everyone. And
Yeah.
I thought this episode was good. I liked the episode. And not much really happened in that episode as well. It was mostly just him kind of recruiting shit. And I believe that you know, I think oh yeah, I forgot that in the other episode in Cochlea, the ghoul side, like I believe it was Takizawa, he got our Arima's soon to be wife at this point. I mean, let's be honest here. Akira Mato, and she was still recovering in this episode. So there's that. And I believe this is also the episode where Toka made up with Akira Mato. I don't remember what episode 18 was. Yeah, I really don't. I think it's okay. I think I remember what this is. This is like this episode is Furuta basically finding his place at the top of CCG and him kind of moving all of his pieces at once. I think this is the episode. So there's that. So what did you guys think of those episodes? Because really the only one I remember is episode 17 right now. Episode 18 I remember a little bit of, which was Furuta just moving his pieces and,
Being
you know,
Furuta.
yeah, being Furuta.
I'll go first.
Okay, you go first.
I really liked the episodes where they just where it was really slow and it was just everyone talking to each other and I guess like making amends or
Yeah.
you know putting the past behind them and moving forward and shit. I really like those episodes. Those are honestly my two favorite episodes still for
Really?
just because of how much happened with like I don't know how to explain it. It was just so much happening with nothing happening at all, just talking and shit. And you know, it was conversations that should have happened a long fucking time ago, in my opinion. But yeah, I really those are probably my two favorite episodes. The Furuta one, you know, I don't like Furuta. You know, fuck that guy.
I don't know
But
why you don't like Furuta, man.
I don't like Furuta, dude.
Dude, he killed.
In the future
Like,
episode, I hate him even more because of the shit he does, dude. And when I found out what he did to certain people, I was like, for real. And then,
Oh, the dude, kill him.
what is it? What is it? Yeah, I was like, kill him. And then when his plan went through, I was like, okay, I got a little bit of respect for him.
So wait,
Still
wait a
fuck
minute.
this
Wait,
guy, man.
don't talk about that
Yeah, I
just
haven't gotten
yet
to those
because
episodes yet.
Jaden has not
not.
finished. He hasn't even started his review of those two episodes. So you start.
Okay.
Okay.
17 and 18.
Yeah. So
Season review.
So the episodes in 17 and 18 were also my favorite episode because basically everybody's putting the past behind them. It's just like And it's like everything that's happened to all of us that happened with one another, and they're putting it all behind. It's just like we're trying to go towards a new future and bring everybody together, and that's what Kaneki's trying to do with being the one-eyed king and everything. And episode 18, soon. Episode 18, I didn't really remember because it felt like it was boring to me. I was nothing really.
Jane is starting to cut in and out.
So, yeah, basically,
I mean, it happened with you too, Bardrick, but it doesn't happen like that hardcore.
Yeah, he just fucking disappeared.
yeah, well, hopefully the audio.
It just catches up too.
Yeah.
Dude, like my connection's not.
Yeah, dude. Dude, it's not my cut.
Okay. All right.
Well, yeah, 18 was. It was good for me. Like I was enjoying the episodes. It was the first 2 episodes for me that kind of were a little boring, especially the Arima fight, which I was like, okay, people hype this up and it looks like this. And I blamed it on the animators at first, and then you guys know what I said there with the fucking manga. It looks identical to the manga, but it looks too identical. They didn't really use any creative boundaries over there. But yeah, so 19 and 20 are the real meat. This is what episode 19 at least was what everyone thought was not going to get animated, and we did. We got it animated.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we need to talk about this one. But you guys gonna
This
start or
podcast
what?
is about to get not PG.
Yeah, it's PG-13 now. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I know where we are now. So since you guys aren't talking, I'm gonna start. Episode 19, I thought was one of the best episodes of this season, including part 1 of season 3.
I think so.
And it's not only because of the sex. Let's be honest here.
Because they were just.
It actually looked good. Like the fights, and we had like a little fight.
The sex scene, yeah.
The sex scene, I
Yeah,
mean,
the
there was
scene.
barely any animation there. It was mostly just stills, but it was like the fact that it was in this episode just meant so much.
Have you seen Goblin Slayer? That ain't nothing.
This is gonna turn to Goblin Slayer, dude.
Dude.
Dude, maybe one day. I don't know.
Tokyo Ghoul reboot. Here we go.
Dude. 20. Now this episode is the episode where I thought that we saw the best fight of, like, it's comparable to Kaneki versus Jason for me. And it's not even the Arima fight, it's Kaneki versus Juzo. And at least me, I was asking, I always thought in my head, what would happen if they fight each other, Kaneki and Juzo? And when they fight each other, it looks good. That shit looked good. And this is also the episode where, Dragon becomes awake. They awaken the dragon, which is Kaneki. And he devours pretty much everyone. Like all the... I don't remember who they were called, but the blind ones, the ones that have masks over their eyes. Yeah, those ones. So he ate all of them, and he gained enough power to it was overwhelming for him. So that's why he became a dragon. Now, episode 19, I will still say is better than episode 20. Because the fight scene there in episode 19 flows better than the one in episode 20 with Juzo. But they both look good. They both look great. The only problem I had with that fight is that it was too short. And the other fights, like any other fight, and I just have to say this with the CCG, I don't care about. Because they always look fucking stupid.
Care about Toka versus Mutsuki, dude.
No, I liked that one. That's not CCG. I mean, not in my opinion.
That's
'Cause,
GGC, man.
yeah, it's GGC. I'm talking about like the really obscure CCG characters that just fight random people, and it looks fucking stupid. Like when Tsukiyama fought the blue haired guy. I was just like,
yeah.
dude, I don't give a shit about this guy. Like, if he dies, I would not care. So there was that, and yeah, this is where we get awakened, and I think this is also the episode 20, where we got the name drop for who Scarecrow is, and it's Hide.
Yeah.
So, Ethan, what are you doing? Is that you? Okay.
Sorry, I didn't know it was that loud.
Fuck it.
There's a reason
really
I'm
didn't know it
I'm
was
not
that
doing
loud.
anything.
Yeah,
Ethan,
sorry.
Ethan,
Keep
start.
going.
Start with episode 19. Your review of 19 and 20.
My review?
Yes.
Honestly, I didn't care about those 2 episodes.
Really?
Well, I mean, there were certain things.
Yeah.
You know, why? The sex scene is one of them. I was like, oof, whoa. And then,
Yeah. Wow.
I didn't care about anything other than Toka and
What-
Kaneki. Like,
What about
anything
the
that involved both of them. What?
What about the marriage?
Yeah, there was a.
Yeah,
I forgot to
that's
say that.
yeah, that's what I was saying. I was
So
saying
you
like
didn't like
anything
the
that involved
fight?
Kaneki and Toka. What fight? With Juzo?
Yeah.
Sir? What fight?
The fight with Juzo.
Dude, you're cutting out.
Oh, me?
The fight with Juzo, I did not care about. Because it was such a small fight. It was just like, oh, dude, they're fighting. Not fighting anymore.
Wow.
It's true. It's fucking true. I didn't care about anything other than Toka and Kaneki. You know, the sex, the marriage,
The sex,
everything. I was like,
fucking,
yes.
Alright.
Well,
the
yeah,
pregnancy,
everything.
the child,
Like,
yeah, you know,
about
everything.
them. Yeah, fuck everyone else. Everyone else was just like, dude, we're fighting. Yeah. Whoa, we're gonna celebrate. No, we're still fighting. Whoa. It's just like, all right.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
care.
I guess it was just me because when I saw Juzo and Kaneki in season 1 and 2, I was like, dude, they never have fought. And then season 3, you know, we see the fight, and it's like, it's actually really good. You know, for me, I thought it was a really good fight.
I guess.
It just
I was
should have been
excited for
longer.
it, but it didn't live up to the hype for me, at least. It was a good scuffle.
Yeah, it was basically a scuffle, but it's like, I just wish it just was longer. So, with that being said, we're gonna go into 21 and 22, which is while Kaneki's in Dragon. These episodes deal with how the people outside are dealing with the situation, and this is also the episode where the CCG and the ghouls team up. You know, they actually group together, and it's a pretty powerful scene, I would say. You know, I didn't feel too much power because, you know, it's the anime, but you know, I know in the manga, you know, when manga readers were reading this shit, they were like, "Whoa! Oh my god, the people!" So yeah, it was a pretty big moment, and the fact that it's here means that, you know, we're reaching the end more, and they come up with the idea, like of how to get Kaneki, by the ring that Toka gave him because he would still be wearing it, and lo and behold, they were getting the metal detectors out, and they find him.
Toka.
Well, yeah, Toka finds him, of course. Toka has to be the one to find him. So, you know, that's that episode. That's also the episode where we find out what Hide's been doing and shit. The episode after that is Kaneki in his headspace with Rize, which we haven't seen Rize since season 1, and it was very refreshing, at least for me when I saw it, to see Rize, and Rize never fails to look pretty. It's like
Okay, dude. All right, here we go.
they do Toka really bad sometimes. Like I was rewatching it with Ethan to get him caught up, and this bitch looked like a flat board when he came back, and I was like, dude,
from the back.
It's like
from the front, they never do it wrong.
Yeah,
they always show a little bit of buzz.
From the front,
the
but
back,
Rize from the front and the back always looks good. So it's just weird to me as to why they have to do her so wrong.
It's because Rize is supposed to be this fucking eye candy.
Oh yeah,
person.
That's why there's no.
Toka's supposed. Really? There's none?
Well, not any doujinshis or anything.
Wow.
Yeah, there's like one.
That
was made this year. I guarantee. Then everything else is just like, dude, I'm not even gonna get into this because it's gonna be like rated R.
We already. I told you it's gonna get rated R after the sex scene, dude. Might as well jump in the hole.
Yeah, I guess. Well.
Yeah. Who needs monetization? Man?
After
get demonetized.
When Kaneki gets out,
when he starts clapping them cheeks,
the headspace. When Kaneki gets out of the headspace, he wakes up and Toka's next to him, and there he wants to see like the damage that he'd done because he knows that he's killed like countless amounts of people. So he goes and he goes around, he's checking, and then we see some like TV screen and Farood on there, and he's like, "Man, what's going on here? This some monsters coming out of Dragon, and what you gonna do?" And when I heard that shit, it's like anything he says, like in English or just anything, is just funny to me, and I never understood why. But it's probably just the delivery of the actor. But yeah,
dude, that's Farood,
what you gonna do?
Yeah, what you gonna do? Like, dude, come on. And then you got another motherfucker, like a CCG guy, that says, "Da-da-da-da, boys," and it's like the delivery isn't enough for me. It's like you gotta have the Faruda delivery. That delivery just isn't enough for me.
Boys.
Yeah, they tried it again, but it didn't work too much. But yeah, this episode he also sees the damage, and we find out that some people are turning into ghouls. I believe.
Some?
I think it's either
a lot.
It's either this episode or it's the other episode.
That was the last episode.
Okay. Yeah, so I probably skipped a little bit. But yeah, that's episode 22 and 23 at least for me. So we find out, what they are. Shit, they turn people into ghouls, like human beings. Which probably begs the question, humans were probably ghouls before, I would say. Maybe the origin of humanity is ghouls in this story. But
we're all ghouls.
Yeah, everyone's a ghoul here. Yeah, so Kaneki and the team, they come up with this plan to bring Kaneki back into Dragon because there's another core and Dragon's gonna become active again. So he goes in with Ayato, and Kaneki is sensing Rize. And he's like, "Man, why the fuck am I sensing Rize?" And we know why, because Rize is back. We kind of figured this since, I would say, episode 8 of part 2, which I don't remember exactly what episode it is. I think it's episode 19 of season 3. But, no, it's 19. What was I going to say? Yeah, I lost my train of thought, so when do you pick it up for me?
Jaden, go ahead.
Yeah, Jaden, help.
Fucking Christ.
Starts breaking it out.
So now we're gonna watch the new episode.
Yeah, man, do it. We're gonna react right now. Start the episode. Boom.
We're the best podcasters ever.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck Logang.
Dude,
Don't at me.
That
Wait,
Proctor
what?
made perfect. That Proctor made perfect. All right. So, do you guys have anything to say about 22 and 23? Which is Wall Conkeys and Dragons.
I hate his new look.
You hate
Oh
it?
yeah, I forgot
The
to say
thing
one
under his
thing.
eyes?
Yeah, I forgot to say one thing.
Yeah, the
So-
one thing, his eyes. His three
No,
eyeballs.
not that. It was the fact that in episode 22 or 23, I think it was 23, no, it was 22. He saved like Psycho and Yuri because they were guarding him from those people. And his Kagane turned into like fucking angel wings, and then in the episode where he goes, into Dragon again, to find the other core, and he's about to fight Furuta now, he goes back into the normal Kagane stance, and I never understood why that happens. Like, I don't understand if it's just like an RC cell bump that happens.
No, I'm telling you, it's any time he gets stressed. Anytime this motherfucker's put under extreme pressure, his Kagane just says, dude, Yahtzee, boom, new Kagane.
I mean,
Every
that
time,
makes sense.
dude. Every time, I'm telling you. And then you're just like, no, it's not that. That doesn't seem right, dude. It's because like blood or something. It's like no,
Yeah,
It's because of blood.
stress, pressure.
I mean, yeah, I guess that could be a reason. Maybe he had enough blood in him, and the stress just moved the blood in the right direction. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, dude.
But yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
So, with that being said, anyone have any final thoughts on the episodes up to now? Anything?
My final thought is that this last episode is going to. It's not going to live up to expectation. Because you told me that it's short. It's like half of a regular episode.
Well, no,
And
it's not half.
There's
a
so
regular
much
episode.
that still needs. You said it was, what, 15 minutes long or something?
No, I said it should be 45 minutes because it's a finale, but they kept it to 24, which is the original runtime of most of the episodes, or every episode.
Oh, well, I guess. But I still feel like it's not gonna fulfill. Like, yeah, because he's got to fight Furuta, and then, there's this whole, Rize thing going on, and then, you got the baby, and the Toka-chans.
And the Toka-chan.
Yeah, and it's like...
Say it 5 times fast.
I don't know, how much...
Toka comes out your mirror.
I want to see what they could do in 24 minutes or whatever with all that shit.
Alright, so... Any passing thoughts, Jaden, before we start?
The season could have been much better.
Well, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that after we watch the episode. How about that?
Dude, watch the episode and you're like, dude, the season couldn't have been better. It was the best season ever.
Dude, I will slap him in the face.
Okay.
What episode is it? Is it 12, Jaden? Season 2, episode 12?
No.
This one.
Well, season 3, episode 24.
I know, but on the website...
On the website.
yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna stop it right now.